Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Bongani Shiba of Walk Tall with Shiba, the show that seeks to inspire and motivate others by telling them other people's stories. Today I'm sitting with one of Swaziland's finest, a great export. I do not know a lot of pilots and I do not know a lot of Swazi pilots, but I certainly know this one. He's a pilot out of Swaziland, straight out of Swaziland, working in aviation in the international world. A great, fun-loving, sociable person by the name of Msimisi Matsebula. Msimisi, hi.
Hey, hi, Babeshiba, you well, sir?
I'm very well. How are you doing?
No, good.
To the audience, you will know that it was difficult to find the gentleman. I tried to get him whilst I was away in Cape Town because sometimes he flies there, but I couldn't get him. I tried to catch him another time, and I tried to actually catch a lift with his flight, but I couldn't. Now I have him. He is right here, and he's going to share with us himself. Msimisi, tell me a little bit about yourself, your background, your present ground, and maybe a little bit of your future ground.
Right, okay, Mr. Shiba. No, first of all, thanks for the opportunity, man, and the chance to do such a great thing. I've been listening to this show a couple of times. I was introduced to it by some of your fans, and to find myself here now is actually, an honor, to say the least. So, to answer your question, man, Msimisi Matsebula, born and bred, very Swatini, Kaya, Laga, Koko, as we all know. High school, primary school, Konala. We were very fortunate enough to have a forward-thinking mother who decided to expose us to the world and send us out to SA, where I did a whole lot of my high school there.
Where did you go to high school? He's forgotten.
No, Bishop Haven, yes.
Okay,
private
so
school.
That's private, prestigious.
Yeah, but these ex-models see schools in SA.
Right.
But that's where I did my high school. A bit of singing as well,
Oh, yeah?
I did do some singing. I did a few months at the Drakensberg Boys School.
Oh, nice. Drakensberg,
Many people don't know that, but yeah.
Few people know that Drakensberg once wanted me. We're not talking about me. Let's talk about you.
Right.
What is your present ground?
Present ground, man. I'm a senior first officer for South African Airways, flying on the Airbus A320 aircraft. Regional, domestic flying at the moment, a bit of the international, but international.
Oh, pilot!
It's not that glamorous, trust me, my man. It's not that glamorous. So yeah, that's basically me, man. I've been at South African Airways now this is my 9th year there.
Okay.
I flew the Boeing 737-800, if people know that.
Damn.
And that was taken away. In fact, if you fly around in South Africa, I'm sure you've seen Mango Airlines.
Of course.
They're the orange.
Of course.
Those Boeing 737s taken from South African Airways to Mango. That's what I was flying. And when they were retired from South African Airways,
they went to Mango.
Yeah, and I've now found myself on the Airbus A320.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds very interesting. I hope young people are listening to this.
Yes.
And your future ground looks like what? Who is Msimisi in the next couple of years?
Msimisi in the next couple of years, man, is a married man.
Yep.
Living an easy life, man, a less complicated life, because I think we try to find ourselves in the rat race. And you just get lost in the world.
That is true.
And pushing this passion of mine, most pilots, you join, or you become a pilot to become a career pilot. There isn't this fly-by-night story with flying, man. It's either you're in it
or you're not.
Or you're not. So, build on that career. And, wherever the opportunities arise, but where I'm currently at South African Airways, I will stay there, man, and retire there. So,
I see, So whatever comes then is big. I understand. So what you're saying right now is that once you get into this, it's because you have a passion and you're going to stay in until you retire.
Of course.
There's very few chances that you might decide this is not for me and move somewhere else. Okay.
Right.
You became a pilot. Very few people become pilots. But there must be some kind of, like you're saying, it's a passion.
Right.
But there must have been something that made you feel like this is the one I want to do. What was it?
Mr. Shiba, to be honest, I don't know if you remember when we still had air shows in Swaziland. Yeah, boy. So I used to go to these air shows. It's mixed obviously, you know, to get the kids out of the house.
Correct.
These get up close and personal with
them. Right.
But once went on a trip.
Yes, I remember it very well.
Yeah. So Sesmile get up at the the send off area for the folk that are sending the people on this flight, and they
on the viewing deck.
Right, the viewing deck. That's the word in ship. Thanks. And I saw that thing take off, man, and it made such a noise because to this day I will never forget it. And I told myself that you know what, I wanna get inside that thing. I didn't know what it was. I just knew
you wanna get inside.
Inside, because it's a Sababenyan. He's going to a foreign place. So I said to myself, I would want to go into that thing, and that has stuck with me from day one.
Wow.
And I was bitten by the
wow, what a story. Wow. I remember going to the same Lichubanzenzele watching my father go, but why it never hit me? I guess passion. So
yes.
Who and what inspires you to be you, to get further, to wake up in the morning and do great things?
Two people come to mind, and as cliche as it sounds, my mother, Mag.
That's very beautiful.
And she has always pushed us to be better than what you are, or you don't know your potential until you give it a shot. Mage was not the kind of woman who doubts,
okay.
She will say, go through it. Yeah.
It does sound to me already that you told me that she was a forward-thinking woman. She is a forward-thinking woman, was able to take you to exposure. All right, that makes sense.
And then obviously, our offspring, our kids, man, our lights, you work for them.
Yep.
And where my kid is about 8, 9 right now, so I'm still his hero.
Right. And that is the most important thing. You have to be your son's superhero.
So yeah, man, that those people push me, and then just the drive within me to do better. Flying for me, I live, breathe, eat it. Yeah,
right.
So I can't see myself doing anything else. I mean,
someone would say, Msimisi,
sure,
where now you are the son of a CEO of a prominent retired CEO of a prominent Swazi company.
Right.
Now you're talking about your mother having sent you to Bishop Bevan.
Bishop, Anglican is quite
I'm Anglican myself, but I don't know it. But
I remember some of that old saints.
Oh, wow.
We used to go there. I'm like, who's the tall man? Yeah.
All right, hold on. Before we start talking about my youth, someone would say, because you went to such a school, you already had a silver spoon in your mouth, or a spoon in your mouth,
right? And
it gave you the opportunities to be that,
right?
And then they would say, I cannot get here because I can't. What would you say to a person like that?
Okay, 100%. And those are misconceptions,
right,
Mr. Shiba. Yes, it gave me an extra advantage. It gave me a foundation which I would have not otherwise have had.
Right.
But
good.
Which is what matters. Correct. Or the foundation that I had in terms of meeting people who otherwise, what can I say, would have never grown this passion that I thought I had.
Yeah.
So yes, it's qiniso. So to answer that question, basically, Mr. Shiba, kude umuntu lo wehlulwa yindlu. Simple, man.
Oh, fuck.
South Africa, half of the black guys, not even half, almost 90% of black pilots, white females, black females. Our queens are flying. We've got 5 of them at South African Airways. In fact, who used to fly for Royal Swaziland.
Right.
Those people were given opportunities and they never played with them. They were put through cadet schemes. So,
So now they were not with the same background, Yako, for instance.
But okay, now the background, yes, I had a...
No, I'm just saying, what you're saying to me is they made use of
the opportunities, which they did not have. The foundation, just mind you, yes, but they footed some of the bill, right?
Yes.
But I made my way through TITA. I hustled my way and wrote mine, passed my exams over and above a whole lot of other people who would have similarly had the same opportunity as me, and I got my own scholarships to fly because flying is not cheap.
That's what I wanted to hear. You paved your own way.
Exactly.
This is brilliant. So you heard it first. It doesn't matter what spoon you have in your mouth. It is the opportunity that you get and how much hard work you put in to be able to fly. Literally, in this case. You heard it here on Walk Tall with Shiba. Msimisi, tell me, what is it that people say about you that is a misconception?
Like what we were just talking about, because Babe paved his own way and did his thing in life, so Msimisi automatically will get the whole world given to him.
Not necessarily the case.
Exactly. One pair ever in his life.
I know that story.
So, but anyway, the misconception is that yes, because they know Babe, who knows it, and then they think you are given everything until you meet me, my man. I'm a hard worker, man. You can ask anybody who knows me when it comes to me.
To your work.
And I do me, you pave your own way.
Excellent. You have to be a hard worker anyway. We have just about 2.5 minutes to go.
Wow.
Tell me, if you were to advise my listeners right now who are going through some difficult times, what would you say is a practical way to walk tall through your problems?
Take a step back. Breathe, assess yourself, and ask yourself the true question when you go to bed. So ask yourself, what is it that you really want and what you want to achieve? And once you've done that, you'll get those answers, and then it will be managing what.
So what you're saying to me,
wanted to do.
What you're saying to me is right now, meaning I seek rent. Why is it bad?
Yes. Why is it bad? And then talk to someone. Talk.
Talk to who?
Professionals. Talk to friends.
I can't afford
talk
professionals.
To family.
Oh, friends and family. Okay.
Right.
So basically what you're saying is take a step back. Look at what is going on. So tell yourself the truth. Correct. Okay. Tell yourself the truth, and then once you tell yourself the truth, talk to someone.
Man, exactly. Then manage that, your situation, and get help. Talk. You can talk to anybody. I
love it. There's no one that you cannot talk to in this world. You heard it here first through Msimisi. He is saying, talk to someone. Okay, we're just about to wrap this up, my man. And before we do, is there any person in the world that you wish you could meet?
Oh, yes. Famous or not?
Doesn't matter. Whoever.
Coco Wam.
I don't even know who Coco Wama is, but there has to be a reason. And unfortunately, we cannot get to that. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been talking to the one and only Msimisi Matsebula.
Mr. Shiba.